gentlemen, how does the song go? I love you so much. Come on.
This is what I'm trying to say is they never stop playing this song. DJs, I'm pleading with you. Robin is sick of the song. Robin said that she can't get away from the damn song. Stop playing it, DJs. Stop playing it. I'm pleading with you, stop playing with it. I know I'm not going to make any friends with DJs who do include this song in their set, but I am telling you, DJs, please stop playing Show Me Love, because it makes me feel like I paid too much to get into wherever I am. I sweat my balls off all through the 90s and paid my dues to that song in every single nightclub in New York City. And it was a good song, and it lasted a long time. It really had its run. Let it go. Let it go. I know that DJs love this song, but I'm telling you, DJs, you are the only one who loves that song. And occasionally me when I'm in an off mood. But I don't want to hear this song. Why do DJs love to play that goddamn song? Why do you gotta play the song? Why do you gotta play it?
Go on and wish that Brad Pitt would come along, but I prefer Madonna in a lacy thong. 'Cause I'm a lesbian, I don't like nothing swinging between their legs.
Hi, you are listening to show number 59 of the Lesbian Mafia. And I'm your host, Sandy. Hi, how are you? Hi, I would just like to let you know that I had taped an entire program. Yeah, it was maybe about 45 minutes. And to be quite honest, I have no idea what I talked about in that show, but I do know that the entire show was clipped. I think that's the right term. I don't know the right term, and I won't try to really learn it either because I don't want to know. And that happened because I don't wear a headset. If I had been wearing a headset, I would have heard that the sound was too loud and distorted. And I've done this before. I've lost shows before because I refuse to wear a headset. I can't wear I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I don't care that my life is already difficult, and then I make it even more difficult for myself. Why do I do that? Why do I make my life more difficult? Why? Sometimes I just feel like every day gets harder. Now I'm coughing and dying. What would happen if I died while doing a podcast? Who would post it? You know? I don't know what I'm saying. I had Chinese food tonight. I don't know. Sometimes they make it so greasy, and then it's too filling. And, you know, if you put it in the refrigerator and then things start getting hard and white, like the grease and stuff, you know, like you don't see that when it's hot and melty. So that means that you're swallowing it, and I'm going to die. I'm going to die. God's trying to kill me. How is it that Oprah has a cook and she's still 200-300 pounds? How is that? I don't know. I don't care about her. I don't care about anybody. I have a clock with a French, it's like French scenery in the background. I would like to go to France. I would. Where they outlaw burqas. Some teenagers, they love Eminem. You know, they get mad at me for talking about Eminem. What can I do? I can't please you cannot please everyone all the time. So what can I say? You like Eminem? Listen to him, you know. What do you want me to do? I'm not trying to make you, you know, like you want to listen. Don't if you don't. What do you want from me? You like Eminem? Listen to Eminem while he calls you a whore and a hoe. I don't care. Think I care? I won't get into that. I don't have that kind of time. I drink club soda. I don't know what you drink. I don't know what I'm saying. I had like soup. The soup is really good. It was like a seafood soup. It was very good, you know. I didn't feel like cooking. I don't like to cook. It's summer. I don't want to cook. I don't ever want to cook again. I want to cook like I want a cook in the house. This is what I want. Sometimes I wish I was born someone else. Or that I was somebody else's children. Like, why couldn't I be Chelsea or even... no, I wouldn't want to be Barack's kids. No, I wouldn't. Or at least be Palin's lover. And I would say to her, I would say sometimes, when we would be sitting out on the patio overlooking the water in our backyard, because we'd be living on the water somewhere, when the sun was setting and we'd be, I don't know, maybe having a glass of Chianti or a Pinot or maybe a Riesling or a Chardonnay, something that goes down easy and doesn't really knock you off your feet, something nice and light. And I would say to her while we were speaking to each other, sitting out on the patio and she was in a bikini, I would say, Palin. No, I wouldn't call her Palin. I would call her Sarah. I would say, Sarah, honey, when you do that thing that you do with that rifle, when you hold that rifle and then you start shooting it at things, living things that move, that I don't think I'm so okay with that. And I've been thinking about it, and I'm getting depressed. And that makes me very sad when you do that. And she would say, honey, I don't ever want to see you upset. You are the most important person in the world to me. And I would say, am I? And she would say, enough. It is enough to give up the hunting. I won't ever do it again. And I would say, well, thank you, because it's been very depressing for me. I've been very down. And it hurts me when you do that. It's like you're shooting me every time you shoot an animal. And she would say, I don't want to see you like that, because you mean everything to me. Without you, I don't even think I could go on. She would say that to me. And then we would have like a romantic moment. I would take a last little gulp of wine, and then we would have like a romantic moment. Because I think that she is a romantic. I think I can see through that wild mane of hair and that sexy body. I mean, 5 kids, no stomach. Come on. Really gorgeous. Come on, listen, my type, totally. Really, very much. And I like that she's tough. And let me tell you something. The more the media beats up on her and everybody beats up on her, the more wildly sexually attracted I am to her. Would I vote for her? I don't know. That's another story entirely. However, I can have my fantasies. A woman can have her fantasies. She turns me on with those glasses and those suits and that hourglass figure and those shoes, and love those outfits she wears. All right, that's enough.
There once was a time when all gay meant was happy. Then it meant homosexual. Now people are saying that's so gay to mean dumb and stupid, which is pretty insulting to gay people, and we don't mean the happy people. So please, knock it off. Go to thinkbeforeyouspeak.com.
Hi, Sandy. This is Alice from Texas. I probably sound like shit right now because I'm sick, and I'm actually on my way to work. I stayed up till 4 last night catching up on the last year podcast. I just found out about you this past week, and I'm absolutely in love. I don't really identify sexually, at all. I'm interested sexually, but, straight, bi, whatever. I'm just kind of impulsive. I do what I want. So I guess that makes me confused bisexual. But, one of your guests, who I love all of your friends who call. I love you guys just as much as I love Sandy. Without you guys, it'd be Sandy going crazy every day, reading into her bag, and occasionally crying about Twyla, rest in peace. But you know what? I love Sandy, but I love you guys too. But I remember your guest said on your last podcast that black parents don't play. And coming from a girl who's not really out, I remember in middle school, this guy, actually he's gay, he wrote on my binder that gays would inherit the world. At this time, I was straight. I was talking about guys to my mom. Me and my mom kind of had like an iffy relationship because I was hitting puberty. And it was like having 2 women in the house who didn't really get along in the first place. So it was really it was a very violent relationship. That's when me and my mom's relationship started getting really tense and violent, and it was just crazy. And so she read this on my binder, and she thought I wrote it. And she literally tried to burn me. So that goes to show you that black parents really don't play. I don't know if it's a Southern thing, even though my mom was born in California, but yeah, she got a lighter and she tried to burn me to make me feel, so I could know what hell feels like. How crazy is that? So, all you lesbians and gays and transsexuals who are going through a lot of shit, you're not alone. Even the straight community gets shit for even being suspected of being gay or being lesbian or being, queer. So I'm all for your rights. I'm all for that.